Ajie. River State Administrator Vice Admiral retired Ibok Ete Kwebas has charged permanent secretaries to uphold the highest standards of accountability, due process, and policy execution in their roles as administrative leaders. Vice Admiral Ibas gave the charge during the swearing-in ceremony of 8 new permanent secretaries at the Executive Chambers of Government House in Port Harcourt. Tamno Barabi Bulubo has more.
The swearing-in ceremony of the new permanent secretaries marked a significant step in strengthening the administrative framework of the Rivers State government to deliver improved services and ease policy implementation. Vice Admiral Abbas stated that they should work for the stability of the public service, clarity of policy direction, and demonstrate integrity in operations of government.
With deep honor and a clear sense of responsibility, that I inaugurate the newly appointed permanent secretaries into the Rivers State Civil Service. This ceremony signifies more than a routine administrative exercise. It is a solemn reaffirmation of our commitment to institutional reform, performance-based leadership, and purposeful service delivery. You are being called to serve at a time when Rivers State is undergoing a delicate, necessary transition, unmarked by the charge by His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, to restore peace, stability, and good governance to our dear state.
The administrator also urged them to drive institutional reforms, embrace innovation and digital transformation while eliminating inefficiency in service delivery. Vice Admiral Abbas also called on them to challenge the status quo, foster a culture of excellence, and restore public confidence in governance through their actions.
The civil service is the heartbeat of any administration. Your emergence, therefore, is not only timely, but strategic. As permanent secretaries, you are not merely administrative heads, you are stewards of public trust, custodians of due process, and the drivers of policy implementation. The stability of the service, the clarity of policy direction, and the integrity of government transactions depend largely on your capacity to lead with accountability and foresight. Your appointments today must be seen as a direct contribution to that national mandate.
The newly appointed permanent secretaries are Emayami Roslyn Ephraim George, Dabite Sukari George, Subeten Duke Harry, Loretta Davis Dimpa, Uche Idozu, Jeremiah Egu, Nicholas Eminabo Wokuma, and Vera Sam Dike. Tamu Barabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
Rivers State Administrator Vice Admiral retired Ibok Ete Kwebas has called on religious organizations across Nigeria to develop strategic economic programs that will foster industrial growth, create sustainable employment opportunities, and tackle youth unemployment. Vice Admiral Bass made the appeal when he received a delegation from the Niger Delta Synod of the Presbyterian Church of Nigeria, led by their moderator, Right Reverend Noyi Ubi Aripo, during a courtesy visit at the Government House in Port Harcourt. Again, Tamno Barabi Bulubo completes the story.
The administrator of Rivers State-based organization must play in shaping society and urge them to support collaborative efforts that will align spiritual leadership and economic empowerment, expressing concern over the rising moral decadence in society despite the proliferation of religious groups. Vice Admiral Abbas urged church leaders to intensify efforts in mentoring youths, combating social vices such as cultism and drug abuse, and promoting environmental stewardship.
We need to work together to let the children know that we can't have a nation of people who don't want others to live. As adults also, I think we also have a responsibility to support in the advocacy on environmental stewardship and sanitation.
Reflecting on his personal upbringing, the administrator acknowledged the Presbyterian Church contribution to stability and moral guidance in Rivers State and in the Niger Delta region. He assured the delegation that the state government would participate in the Niger Delta Synod's
guidance in Rivers and Niger Delta area where you superintend. and therefore emphasized that religious institutions remain essential partners in efforts to sustain peace and restore confidence in governance.
Right Reverend Adikbu commended Vice Admiral Abbas for maintaining peace, stabilizing governance, and ensuring effective public service delivery in Rivers State. He extended an official invitation to the administrator for the Synods anniversary while affirming the church's commitment to praying for the success of his administration. The meeting underscored the importance of partnership between government and religious institutions in fostering economic growth, youth development, and societal well-being. Tamuno Barabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
The Rivers State Council of the Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union of Nigeria, RATAU, has today endorsed Comrade Prince Emeka Kalu for national president in the forthcoming National Delegates Conference coming up 15th to 17th July 2025 in Gombe. A statement by the state chairman, Suzy Accra Jaja, said the council also endorsed Deputy National President Comrade Babangida Zulmi and the entire Magic Zulmi lineup arising from the State Council and stakeholders meeting of the union held on Friday at the NTA Port Harcourt. Comrade Accra Jaja said Comrade Prince Emeka Kalu and Comrade Babangida Zulmi have the capacity and wherewithal to preside over the affairs of the union in the next 4 years and called on members of the union all over the country to vote massively for Prince Emeka Kalu come the National Delegates Conference in Gombe on the 16th of July 2025. Vice President Kashif Shettima has called for immediate and united action to close Nigeria's widening skills gap, describing it as a national priority critical to economic transformation. This is just as the federal government has hinted at a proposal for the review of existing skills training centers across several ministries, departments, and agencies of government to align their work and functions with national development goals. The Vice President, who spoke during the 6th meeting of the National Council on Skills at the Presidential Villa, noted that the Council's mandate is to develop a strategic workforce capable of meeting Nigeria's evolving economic demands. Nigeria's workforce to meet the demands of a rapidly evolving economy. Zone scheme. During the opening session of the public hearing, Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, affirmed the legislature's resolve to prevent the student loan initiative from being undermined by an administrative inefficiency, weak oversight, or intentional misconduct. Abbas stated that public trust and the credibility of the program are at risk, stressing that lawmakers would not remain passive while serious allegations were ignored. The investigative hearing, organized jointly by the House Committees on Public Accounts and Students' Loans, aims to examine allegations of delayed fund releases, June 2025 salaries to technical glitches. In a statement, the OAGF spokesman Bawa Mogwa said that upon complaints from workers regarding the non-receipt of their June salary, an investigation was launched into the issue, and it was discovered that there were some glitches, especially for workers using Zenith Bank and service providers and stakeholders to resolve the matter. He stated that concrete steps have already been taken to isolate the problem, and arrangements are underway to reprocess the failed payments in the shortest possible time. Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is the task we must accomplish. You can watch Rstv News live on Facebook and YouTube at Rstv Online on our live feeds. Still ahead on the news, visa validity reduction And in sports, Liverpool to honor Diego Jota in return to action at Preston. Details when we come back. Stay with us.
This girl and many more children like her will never forget today. They felt grit. They felt determination. They felt the power of sport. Throughout this year, 7.5 million children across Nigeria will feel the same power through Milo. But we won't stop there. Next year, we will reach even more schools, more communities, and inspire more champions.
Milo! When I was pregnant, I hoped you would have your dad's smile. After 6 months, I worried about the right foods to give you. Now you've grown so much, and doctor says anemia can affect your growth, and it's reassuring. Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
Power God is here. Dr. Jesus in action, God is here.
1 hour with Dr. Jesus. 1 hour with Dr. Jesus. 1 hour with Dr. Jesus. Omega Power Ministries OPM have started a 1 hour impartation every Sunday. It's a 1 hour of power impartation. It's a 1 hour of prayers that will carry you throughout the week. It's a 1 hour of deliverance that will carry you throughout the week. It's a 1 hour of miracles every Sunday morning, just for 1 hour, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. only. Venue OPM GRA Branch number 2 Greg Ogboife Street near Casablanca, GRA 2 Port Harcourt. Come and receive a fresh anointing that will carry you for the week.
OPM Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
Ayaba is the captain of the team. I saw that leadership quality. I know she could lead people, she could carry them along, encouraging them with her down. She's doing very well.
I feel like she's the 6th man in court. I feel more confident when she's in the game. Manuela also wants me to be the best version of myself too.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Welcome back to the news. The National Orientation Agency and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, have unveiled plans for a nationwide sensitization campaign aimed at curbing cybercrime and promoting financial responsibility among Nigerians. The partnership was announced by the NOA Director General, Lanre Issa Onilu, during a public lecture hosted by the EFCC to commemorate African Union Anti-Corruption Day. He explained that states will be selected based on key vulnerability indicators such as the prevalence of investment fraud, youth population density, and digital risk exposure. Issa Onilu also revealed plans for a youth-focused initiative under the campaign. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has predicted thunderstorms and sunshine over the country from Friday to Sunday. NIMET's weather outlook, released in Abuja, envisaged thunderstorms in the northern region on Friday. The agency predicted cloudy skies over the southern region with prospects of morning light rains over parts of Rivers, Cross River, and Akwa Ibom states. It has anticipated moderate rains over most parts of the region later in the day. NIMET predicted sunny skies in the northern region on Saturday with patches of clouds during the morning hours. It envisaged isolated thunderstorms with light rains over parts of Adamawa, Taraba, Jigawa, Bauchi, Borno, Katsina, Zamfara, Yobe, and Kaduna states. The Academic Staff Union of Yobe University, Damaturu branch, has declared an indefinite strike. It is demanded that the Yobe State government implement a 70,000 naira minimum wage of 2024, consequential adjustment, appropriate promotion placement, yearly increment and payment of arrears of the minimum wage of 2019 consequential adjustment. Other demands include payment of a 35% and 25% salary award consequential adjustment from January 2023 to date, postgraduate facilitation allowances for staff, among others. The chairman of the ASU branch, Ahmed Karage, revealed that the members of the union will not resume work until their demands are met. The union also demands the autonomy of the universities so as to tackle most of the problem faced. And now to some foreign news. The United States mission in Nigeria has clarified that the recent reduction in the validity of non-immigrant visas issued to Nigerians and nationals of several other countries is not connected to geopolitical alliances, deportation policies, or the adoption of electronic visa systems. In a statement issued on Friday, the U.S. mission describes circulating claims linking the decision to Nigeria's relationship with BRICS or its handling of third country deportees as misconceptions. Instead, the U.S. government said the change is part of a broader ongoing global review of visa issuance standards. While reaffirming the strength of bilateral relations between the U.S. and Nigeria, the mission noted that it remains committed to helping Nigeria meet the criteria necessary to qualify for longer-time visa issuance. And some entertainment news. Popular Nollywood actress and producer Azizat Shoromu has narrated how her vocal cords became permanently damaged. Adaimu has more on this and other entertainment stories. Her report.
The actress, who was previously known with a different voice on screen, explained that the incident that permanently took her voice occurred while on the movie set. Azizat explained that she was forced to scream under extreme emotional strain when she heard that actress Surutu had lost her child on the very day filming was set to start. Recounting the ordeal, the actress revealed that she tried various means, including medical and spiritual intervention, to restore her voice. She explained that her voice was no longer the same when it eventually returned, but now speaks with a raspy tone that became her new signature sound. Nigerian singer Divine Ikubo, popularly known as Rema, has explained the motive for his rebranding in the build-up to the release of his sophomore album, He Is, last year. The singer rebranded by ditching his signature marks, Teddy Bear, and embracing tattoos, smoking, and darker colors. He also changed his sound and aesthetics. Speaking on the one-year anniversary of his sophomore album, Rema clarified that his rebranding, including smoking, was just an expression of art and not betrayal of his personality, as many presumed. He explained that the controversial album cover was inspired by Japanese anime series Naruto character Itachi Uchiha. Famous Kenyan singer Victoria Kimani has revealed that she has never been approached by her countrymen for a romantic relationship. The singer, who was formerly signed to a Nigerian label, Chocolate City, stated that the only time she had been approached in Kenya were by foreigners. She asserted that her countrymen lack confidence that she will reject them because of her status. The singer stated that sometimes when men approach women, they use inappropriate languages which turn the women off, leading to rejection. Victoria Kimani has kept her love life private over the years. However, there have been rumors linking her romantically to Nigerian rapper Ice Prince Zamani and Tanzanian singer Diamond Platnumz in the past. Imo Adanim, Entertainment News.
And in sports, Warri Wolves, Wiki Tourists, Kun, Caliphate, and Beru football clubs have earned promotion to the Nigeria Premier Football League following the conclusion of the group phase of the 2025 Nigeria National League Super 8 playoffs in Asaba. The 4 teams finished as the top 2 sides in groups A and B after 3 rounds of matches held in Delta State. Sports correspondent Joyce Eremasara tells us more.
Wiki tourists who were relegated from the MPFL in 2023 marked their return to the top flight with an emphatic 4-0 win over Yobe Desert Stars in their final group game, while Beru FC also made their way to the top tier after a 2-0 victory against Doma United. In Group B, Warri Wolves overcame an opening day loss to Osun United to win their 2 matches, finishing with 6 points and a +3 goal difference. Nigeria has sealed their place in the quarter-finals of the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations with a hard-fought 1-0 win over Botswana. The Super Falcons were made to wait until the 88th minute before finding a breakthrough in a match where they dominated possession but struggled to convert chances. Despite the frustrating delays and Botswana's defense efforts, the Falcons stayed patient to book a place in the quarter-finals with 1 match to spare. Atletico Madrid's pursuit of Atlanta winger Ademola Lookman faces a potential obstacle as the club considers the timing of the Africa Cup of Nations tournament, which could see the Nigeria international miss crucial chances during the winter period. The Spanish Giants are closely monitoring the 27-year-old ahead of the 2025-2026 season, with Lookman emerging as a prime target to fill the void led by Angel Correa's anticipated departure this summer. AFCON 2025 rescheduled dates from December 21st to January 18th in Morocco presents a strategic concern for Atletico's board as Nigeria's first game is rescheduled for December 23rd. A Spanish court has sentenced Brazil coach Carlo Ancelotti to a 1-year prison term for tax fraud when he was Real Madrid manager in 2014. The Madrid court also fined Ancelotti €386,000. Spanish prosecutors accused Ancelotti of defrauding the state of €1 million in 2014 and 2015. The Italian coach is the latest in a string of major soccer profiles to face a crackdown by Spanish authorities over unpaid taxes, although none have actually been sent to prison so far. Joyce Eremasara, Rstv Sports News.
Still in sports, Liverpool has announced a series of tributes to Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva when the Reds return to action at Preston for the first time since the Portuguese international's death. Jota and Silva were killed in a car crash in northern Spain on July the 3rd, and Liverpool's return to pre-season training was delayed until Tuesday as a result. However, the match at English Championship side Preston will go ahead as scheduled in the first Liverpool's pre-season friendlies. A rendition of Liverpool's anthem, "You'll Never Walk Alone," will be played prior to the 1400 GMT kickoff, and Preston will lay a wreath in front of the away supporters. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is the task we must accomplish. To end the news, a recap of some of the major stories. Rivers Sole Administrator Ibok Etekwebas has sworn in 8 new permanent secretaries with a charge to uphold the highest standards of accountability, due process and policy execution in their roles as administrative leaders. House of Representatives have launched